Lesson planning is very important when it comes to deciding how you want your classes to be run. You can choose to teach from the textbook. So what I try to do is to work according to the European studies on language learning. And then you're working with topics. Or when I plan the year, I think about different topics that I want to touch upon. And when I introduce that topic to my students, I introduce it as a question. And those questions would then be assessment criteria for the assessment that would come later on. Then I ask them, how are we going to work to be able to answer these questions? That generated different tasks that had to be done. So when we had discussed this, what is the aim? What do you have to learn something about? We discussed how you can learn about it and how you would like to present your knowledge. Then all the students knew what they were doing. And that meant that after this lesson plan that we wrote out together with the learning objectives, the assessment criteria, and the way they were going to present their product, then I could leave more of a responsibility to the students. So they were self-organized in the classroom. They knew what to do. I didn't have to tell them. They were self-organized, so I spent my time sitting next to a group of students, teaching them sometimes, sitting next to an individual student, helping that student. So I became like somebody who was guiding or as a mentor, supporting them. And what happened in that kind of classroom, after a while when the students realized how they could work with this, was that they asked me for help. I didn't always succeed with this, but a lot of times that happened, and that made me really happy. And I think that's a step towards self-organized learning in the next few years for the students.